We're going to end with a little bit of much-needed light relief over on Channel 4, Hannah, arriving on Thursday the 12th of September. It is the latest series of Taskmaster. And here's a clip.
Daddy's back.
This sounds like a total pain.
Oh, no.
I found a pineapple and some string.
That feels gross.
Who's coming up with this nonsense? That was rubbish.
Well, you will have noticed that I was a little bit late to the podcast today, Ian, and that was because I was giggling away to the episode that was sent to us because it's really rather funny. Now, I've got to be honest with you, I'm not a huge Taskmaster fan. You know, I don't kind of, I'm not one of those people that's just waiting for this to drop at all. But I can see it's just brilliant. I mean, firstly, I absolutely love Greg Davies, and then the relationship that he has with Alex Horne. And those two are the ones that set these tasks for the comedians on the panel. Now, this is the 18th outing for this show, so it's popular. It's absolutely popular. So I am incredibly late to the party, really, having seen bits and pieces of it, but not really. Yeah, I'm really enjoying this. So I was having a proper chortle to myself just before we started this. They've got all the comedians on the panel. You've got Jack Dee, Andy Zaltzman, Babátúndé Aléshé, Emma Sidi and Rosie Jones. So they're the ones that have to go and do these ridiculously fiendish tasks which are set by the judges, Greg and Alex. And then they have to decide who which will the Taskmaster choose. It took me a little while initially to get to understand. That sounds a bit stupid. It makes me sound a little bit stupid, doesn't it? But what actually was going on here, because you get so caught up in, I mean, these comedians are just really funny anyway, without them doing really silly things, and they're just so quick with their responses, which of course I know they're comedians, but it just never fails to amaze me how quick these people can be, and it's just a laugh fest. It's just absolutely fun, and it's just really, I don't know, just seeing particularly someone like Jack Dee, who rarely smiles, does he? I really like Jack Dee. I really find his humour funny, and seeing him do things that he doesn't necessarily want to do is quite funny in itself. That alone. So I don't know. They're kind of out of their comfort zone. It's a bit of fun. It's the 18th series, and this is just going to keep on going, isn't it?
I hope so, because I'm a massive Taskmaster fan. And although it's not being streamed, it's not being released as a box set, if you go onto Channel 4 streaming, every single previous series is on there. And I'm what they call a retro oneer, because once I got into Taskmaster, I just went back and watched every single series. And I absolutely love it. And I haven't grown tired of it at all. And yeah, as you say, Jack Dee is good value in this. I thought he's very funny. And Andy Zaltzman is quite an interesting character. He looks a bit like a mad professor. He's a bit of a polymath because he presents the news quiz, but he's also the stats man on Test Match Special. And one fun thing about Taskmaster is that quite often the celebrities decide to wear quite a weird outfit to take part in it. So you had Nick Mohammed was dressed as a vampire for all the tasks. Phil Wang wore a sort of yellow jumpsuit, which was much discussed because of the things you could see outlined below the waist. John Robbins, one of my favourites, he wore a Freddie Mercury outfit. Yeah, so it's always fun to see what people turn up in. And Zaltzman, he decides to do it wearing full cricket kit, including pads and gloves. And of course it was created by Alex Horne, and there's now a live Taskmaster experience, isn't there, that you can, I think it's sold out actually, but yeah, it's an absolute joy. I love it, and I'm so glad it's back. But yeah, if you've never seen it, well, what a treat you've got in store, because there's so many series to binge your way through.